Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class of Our Lady of Consolation, Carey, home of the Trojans. Welcome to News 6!
Hi, I'm Jamie Blair from Our Lady of Consolation, Carey. Welcome to News 6. With today's first story, here's Mindy Gershoot. Today's first story lets the 6th graders cuddle up to Nancy Collett's teddy bear collection. John LaRoche brings News 6's story.
See a bear and they'll think, oh, Nancy collects bears, so then they'll get...
Nancy's collection has all the bear necessities.
And this one here.
Where did you get all your teddy bears?
Friends give them to me, my family buys me a lot of my bears, and my husband buys a lot of them.
What kinds of teddy bears do you have?
I have all types of teddy bears. I have some that talk, one that you put your hand in and it's a puppet. I have one that's a musical bear that moves from its arms and its head. But most of my bears are just big overstuffed bears that need to be just picked up and loved.
What are your favorite bears?
Probably about 2 of them. The very first bear I got, which was from Klondike ice cream bars, and it was a mother holding a baby. And another one I got, my husband and I went shopping, and I found this bear that didn't have any fur on it. And Paul said, that's the ugliest looking bear I ever seen. And you know, that made me fall in love with that bear.
What have you learned from collecting teddy bears?
Different organizations give teddy bears to like state highway patrolmen to carry the teddy bears with them in their cars. And if they find a lost child, they take the teddy bear with them and they coax the child or talk the child into coming to them. I've just heard where hospitals are using teddy bears for people who have surgery. And when they squeeze the teddy bear and cough, it kind of takes some of the pressure off of them. And it gives them something to hold on to because it is scary.
Ronnie bear. Ronnie bear.
Today's News 6 is produced by the 6th grade class of Our Lady of Consolation School. Our Lady of Consolation is located in Carey, about 16 miles east of Findlay. It was founded in 1858 and has a population of about 3,700.
Our next story will take you back the days of wizards, knights, and castles. With Zach Zender's Lead Men collection, Leanna Doe has the story.
And rich man, poor man, little man, lead man? What are lead men? Lead men are figures that are carved out of lead. We use fine tip paintbrushes to paint the lead men. And we have different colors of paint, and we have to mix different colors of paint to get some colors.
Who inspired you to collect lead figures?
My brother inspired me to collect lead men. He used them for a game, and I really liked the lead men, so I started collecting them. And about 2 years ago, I got my first lead guy, and I painted it, and it didn't really look too good.
Could you tell us about your collection?
Well, I have 3 dragons. I have a gold dragon, black dragon, and a blue dragon. I have elves. I have a minotaur. That's a bull. It has a bull face, but it can do everything it can do stuff like a human. I have knights, and I have some wizards, and I have ogres.
Where do you keep your lead men?
I keep it in a castle that me and my friends built in history. And it has a catwalk, a drawbridge, and 2 ladders, and it took about 35 hours to build it. Night, you can tell he's an evil.
This week's Kid View question asked the 6th graders what they would title their own movie. Here's what we found out.
Hi, I'm Sean reporting for News 6. Today's Kids View question asked the 6th graders, if you were to make a movie, what would the title be?
If I were to make a movie, it would be called Pretty, Cute, and Dangerous.
If I were to make a movie, it'd be called Bango and Bash.
If I were to make a movie, I would call it Mrs. Nally and Her Troubles in Class.
Today's last story will take you soaring into the air as Valerie Kistler flies News 6 a story on paraplanes. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman? No, it's a paraplane. What is a paraplane?
A paraplane is a powered parachute. It is not anything like a fixed-wing aircraft. It flies altogether different. Our paraplanes have a constant speed of 26 miles an hour. And you cannot stall an airplane or a paraplane like you can a fixed-wing aircraft. And I would like to mention that Steve Snyder, he lives in Pennsauken, New Jersey. He is an aeronautical engineer. Steve is the one that invented the paraplane.
How do you fly a paraplane?
There's only 2 controls on this, steer right or steer left, or throttle up or throttle back. That's how we get you off the ground. After your parachute comes open, you just give it full throttle, and within 50 to 100 feet, you'll be off the ground. And then you steer to the left when I ask you, and steer to the right when I ask you to do that. And when you get ready to land, you just start backing off on your power, and Mother Gravity will bring you right down to Earth.
What type of safety features does a paraplane have?
The first thing, it has 2 engines. In case one engine would go out on you, it's made out of very good, strong aircraft aluminum. It has a roll cage on it. The pilot will never touch the ground, even if it rolls over. The parachute will never give up on you. The paraplane has got one of the best flight records of any aircraft around.
How fast can the paraplane fly?
The paraplane has a constant speed of 26 miles an hour. While you're flying, if you have a 10-mile-an-hour wind, a headwind, you will be actually flying 16 miles an hour. But your airspeed will never change. You can go downwind, that would be saying with the wind. You would pick up any tailwind, so if it's 26 and you had 10 mile an hour tailwind, you would be flying 36 miles an hour.
That's all for this season of News 6. Thank you for tuning in. Join us next fall when News 6 begins its 20th year.
Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.